Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different than normal. No projects, no makeovers, but I wanted to do a Q&A video because we have a lot of new faces around here and I was getting some of the same questions over and over. So today I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can. Okay, the first one is, how did you get started doing DIY projects? So I've actually already done one Q&A before where I had this question. So I'm gonna put the link for that in the description box, and then I will have a little thing somewhere around here that will be something you can click on if you're interested in that specific question, because I'm not gonna go into that again. Number 2, what did you do before starting your YouTube channel, and is YouTube your full-time job? So before I started my channel, I was a stay-at-home mom and I always did lots of projects, which you can check out some of those in the other Q&A video. And I knew that I wanted to kind of have a platform to show others that they could also get into projects and DIY. So when we moved to this location and bought this house, that's why I decided to start this channel. And is YouTube my full-time job? Yes. How do you find the time to do everything with being a wife and mom and maintain such a nice home? All right, thank you for saying I have such a nice home, but if you're looking for tips and tricks on time management, you've come to the wrong place. I love spending time with my kids. I love doing projects, and I'm always trying to find a balance between the two. Both of my kids are in school, and I try to wrap things up by the time that they get home from school. In the evenings, we're going to either a soccer practice or a basketball practice, and I'm at their practice off to the side with my laptop, editing videos. That's not my favorite. I just want to build stuff, but I haven't figured out how to manage my time yet. How long do you plan to live in your home? Do you have any plans to purchase another fixer-upper down the road? So I don't have any set plans of how long I'm gonna live in this house. As far as if I have any plans to purchase another fixer-upper, I would love to do this again. I would love to buy another fixer-upper and go through the whole process. Maybe sometime in the future, but as of right now, this is just our main home. We'll see what happens when I'm done. When you complete everything you are wanting to redo or refresh in your home, what other videos will you be doing? I don't anticipate that a day is gonna come where I ever feel like my home is completely finished. I'm sure I will be wanting to do projects forever, but if I do, I would love to do projects for friends and family, which is actually the next question. Have you ever done a project or a room makeover for a friend or a family member? I haven't done a full room makeover before, but I have done projects for friends and some of my family on a smaller scale, and I would love to do more of that because doing my kids' bedrooms, seeing their reactions and how excited they were was so much fun, and I would love to be able to do that for someone else. Do you feel overwhelmed when a project doesn't go as planned? Someone send help. I have officially lost my mind. I quit. Like, that's it. Burn it to the ground. I need new measuring tape. Paint color update. I hate it. At this point, I'm getting a little concerned. Everything in this video so far is not going according to plan. No. It was rotten because of termites that rained down on my head. Yes. Where do you find your inspiration? Everywhere? Everywhere. Instagram, Pinterest, other people's homes that I go to, mainly being dissatisfied with certain things in my own home and trying to come up with a solution to fix what is making me not quite happy with it. What would you say your style is? This took me a long time to figure out, but I think my style is definitely transitional. If you go to Pinterest and you type in transitional home decor, you will see very classic design that is going to kind of stand the test of time. It's not super trendy, mostly neutral with a little bit of color and pattern, that's what I'm going for. Okay, this next one I haven't really thought about, but I thought it was an interesting question. Are you tired of any project that's been completed? And I don't know that there's any project that I'm really tired of. There are some I would do a little bit differently, or I think I could do better. One of them is the half bath makeover. I still love that makeover, but I think I could do something a little bit different now, maybe a little bit more moody, because the rest of my house is so neutral and white and the half bath is such a small space. It might be fun to do something a little bit more interesting in that room. I have some things in the living room that I still want to do. So that's what I mean why I don't think I'll ever be finished, because I'll probably just loop back around and update it again. Would you be interested in filming a behind the scenes series where you take us from your inspiration for a video all the way to uploading it? So I've been thinking about this more. You guys see me do the actual projects, but there's a lot more that goes into just what is actually on camera. And so I think for one of my projects coming up, I might do that, kind of make it a series to where you see me drawing things out and making lists. I'll show you guys a little bit more in the video. I'm gonna try to do that more. How much prep do you do as far as materials, cuts, time, and things like that you do for a project? I will first look at a space and decide what is working here, what I wanna keep, what is a must that has to change, and what is, if we have time or extra budget, to change that. And then I start looking for inspiration online, pictures that I really like the vibe that's going on in the room, or specific things. Like for my guest bedroom, I already had that bed and I knew that I wanted to use that bed in the room. And so I started looking up things like for metal beds to see how someone else styled it, maybe get some inspiration that way. And then I take all my different elements and I make mood boards for my rooms. That way I can see how everything is fitting together and if it is the kind of mood that I'm going for in that specific space. As far as cuts and things like that go, I usually don't do that ahead of time. I will show in the video me cutting a board, but if I have to cut a bunch of boards that same size, it gets kind of repetitive, so I'll just show maybe one or two, and I'll do the rest off camera because you've seen me do it. You don't need to watch me do all of them. That would be very boring. Can you maybe start noting tricks and alternatives to what we think we should do? For example, when can a cheaper product like panel or MDF be used instead of wood? So I feel like that is one of my strong suits, is trying to do things on a budget. Like when I did my daughter's bookshelves in her room, I used MDF instead of plywood because it was less expensive and it was super smooth versus plywood. I used paneling in my laundry room makeover to kind of get the look of a vertical shiplap without having to invest and do all the work for actual shiplap. You want to use wood when it's something super structural, when it's going to hold a lot of weight instead of MDF. But as far as decorative pieces, like when I do my wall in my dining room or any kind of board and batten, you can get away with using MDF because it's smooth, it's cheaper than wood, and it'll save you some money. I've noticed a couple different drills, impact drivers that you use. Do you have a favorite? I find myself reaching for my impact driver a lot because it's lighter than my drill. It's smaller, but also super strong, so I use that a lot. But I did make a video, which I'll also link in the description box down below, of tools for beginners, all my tools that I use, that I like, and you can check that out if you have any questions. When are you going to have your Amazon page with all products and decor of your choosing? Okay, I am working on this. I did create an Amazon storefront. I will link that in the description box too. And I'm in the process of adding all of my personal tools that I use. I'm trying to see, I'll add what decor or little gadgets that I use. So I'll link that down below. If you have any questions about what I'm using, check out that storefront. Do you have to strip old paint and sand? What's gonna happen if you just paint another desirable color on top of it? So that really depends on what you're painting. It mainly depends on the shape that the old paint is underneath. If the paint beneath it is not adhered properly, so if it's peeling or chipping away at any point, your new paint on top of it is going to peel and chip away. Now, you don't have to sand down to bare wood to get over it. You just want to sand until you get to a point where it's smooth and then you can paint on top of it. Okay, these last few questions are a little bit more personal. Are your kids interested in learning how you do what you do? Yes and no. My son is interested as far as projects for him. He thinks that I can do anything. I actually had to veto making his entire bedroom floor a trampoline. My daughter is more interested in the design. She likes putting colors together because she's super artistic. They both really like to be involved when it comes to demoing something. When they helped me demo the stairs for the stair makeover, that was like the best day for them. Okay, last question. What things do you and your family like to do while vacationing or just to have fun? We are serious homebodies. We play games together. Every Sunday evening is our family movie night. As far as vacation, we like to go to the mountains. We love to zip line, go hiking. That's really fun for us, but mainly we just like to stay home and be together. Okay guys, that's it for the questions today. There will not be a new video next week because I am taking some time off to spend some time with my family for Christmas. I hope that you guys have a Merry Christmas with your families. So I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.